Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Current Affairs series. Today we will discuss about 23rd June current affairs. Myself Sunny Sandeep. Welcome to my channel Gear Up for Group 1 exam. Let us discuss the current affairs. The first one, Eurasian Group on combating money laundering and financing of terrorism, that is known as EAG, Eurasian Group on money laundering. First of all, we have to know two definitions. That means the first one, what is money laundering, and second one, what is financing of terrorism. In simpler words, I will tell what is money laundering means. Suppose I have a black money, that means that is unaccounted. That means I am not disclosing that money in a income tax. That means that is a black money. Suppose I am sending that black money to another countries like foreign countries, any other countries. That is known as money laundering. Whichever money that is unaccounted in our Indian government, that is sending to other countries or foreign countries, is known as a money laundering. Next one, that is financing of terrorism. That means we know that for financing of terrorism, some countries are financing through money in terrorism. That means they are putting their money in terrorism to attack other countries. Suppose some countries are putting money like ISIS, or some Al Qaeda groups, like they are putting their financing of that terrorism. That is known as money laundering, and another one terrorism, financing of terrorism. What this EAG is, Eurasian Group on combating these money laundering and financing of terrorism. There is the Eurasian Group combating money laundering and financing of terrorism is an FATF, that is Financial Action Task Force style regional body. It is like a FATF. Now it is established. It was established in 2004 and is currently an associate member of the FATF. Here the primary goal of EAG is assist to member states in implementing the 40 FATF anti-money laundering recommendations and the 9 special FATF recommendations on combating terrorist funding. 40 plus 9 recommendations, total 49 recommendations are there under FATF recommendations. Here, how many countries or how many member states are in EAG, that is Eurasian Group. Here the EAG comprises 9 countries. They are India, Russia, China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Belarus. These are the 9 countries are members of this Eurasian Group. Once again I will read it. India, Russia, China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan and Belarus. These are the 9 member states under UAG. Next one, transparency during the crisis. What is this crisis? That crisis is COVID-19. Here, what is the transparency during the crisis? We know that there is a fund created by Prime Minister, that is PM CARES. These donations are unaccounted and they are not disclosing any how they are spending, how much money came, or what are the expenditure in that PM CARES. That's why donations sent to the PM CARES fund or the Prime Minister National Relief Fund, they are unaccounted. Both claim they are not public authorities subject to questions under the Right to Information Act, that is RTI Act. That means, first of all, we have to know what is the Right to Information Act in a public authorities or government bodies. Suppose I am suspicious about that PM CARES, whether I am eligible for to write that information, how much money. Suppose I have sent a 5,000 rupees to PM CARES. Whether I have any authority to ask that 5,000 rupees how they are spending? No, in PM CARES is not there. That means transparency during this crisis is required. Here, in contrast to that, there is a NDRF, that was National Disaster Relief Fund, was set up in accordance with the Section 46 of Disaster Management Act 2005, that is DM Act 2005. It is meant to meet the expenses of emergency response like wars like diseases or pandemics like COVID-19, relief and rehabilitation for the disaster situation. Here, although Section 46 includes a class for grants made by any person or institution, provisions for such donations had not been made. No other provisions made under this Section 46 of DM Act 2005. That's why in any democratic country like India, transparency is the main important. Yesterday we have discussed about secrecy of balance. That is the main postulate of democratic country. Like that, in any situation, transparency is required. In contrast to that, another one is there. Suppose I want to know about our Indian army's projections or anything plans. It is not accounted for that. Some are under Right to Information Act. Previously, last year we know that Chief Justice of India also comes under Right to Information Act. This is about transparency during the crisis. Next one. For the first time since 1565, a Kamakhya festival stands fair. First of all, where is Kamakhya festival? That is celebrated in Guwahati, Assam. This is known as a Ambubachi festival. That is a annual menstruation of the presiding goddess. A goddess is presiding in that temple. That is Kamakhya temple. In that menstruation of that presiding goddess is known as a Ambubachi festival. This began at the Kamakhya temple on June 22nd. That is yesterday. Without mendicants, hermits and devotees for the first time almost in 500 years. Why? Because due to COVID-19. That's why Assam government decided to not to risk community transmission of novel coronavirus by allowing large scale gathering during the Ambubachi Mela like previous years. Why? Because almost 4 lakh cases are recorded at. That's why they don't want to take risk in any novel coronavirus. That's why there is a chance of community transmission if you allow large scale gatherings during the Ambubachi Mela. Next one, macaws is one type of parrots. Their scientific name is Citus sidi. Here their distribution are where they are means macaws are native to the Central America and North America only in Mexico. In North America only Mexico, South America and formerly the Caribbean. Here how many species are there in macaws? There are at least 7 species of macaws are there and several are endangered. That is IUCN status for macaws is endangered. International Union for Conservation of Nature. That is under these macaws under the endangered list. Here if you see the conservation, protected under the CITES, that means Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. Very important. CITES is a very important. It is protected under the Conservation on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. Next one. In the series of previous paper analysis, that is UPSC Prelims 2019, in which of the following relief sculpture inscriptions in Ranyo Ashoka, that is King Ashoka, mentioned along with the stone portrait of Ashoka. Along with the portrait of Ashoka, there is a mention of Ranyo Ashoka, that is King Ashoka, in which inscriptions? That is options are given here: Kanganhalli, Sanchivan, Shakbhaji and Shohagura. Kanganhalli, Sanchi, Shokbaji and Shohagura. These are the 4 options given here. Here for this question, right option is Kanganhalli. Kanganhalli is the right option, where Rani Ashoka is mentioned with the stone of portrait of Ashoka. With this we can conclude our video. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Gear up for Group 1 exam. This is Sunny Sandeep Sek signing out. Take care and bye bye.